Okay, all Keke Palmer just filed a restraining order against her rabid daddy Darius Jackson, and the entire thing is so serious. The court documents that Keke filed were blurted or the media outlets were suitable to get a hold of them, and the details are so bad, there's further than enough substantiation against Darius. And that man is done for, and get this, Darius's family knew all about it, and not only did they dismiss his jest, but they also helped him cover it up, and tried to paint Keke as the villain. At all, we have got a lot to unpack in this muddled up situation because Keke came with bills and she isn't playing. Now I detest to say this, but we have all been staying for them to break up for a while, especially how he conducted after the entire Usher situation. But the way this bifurcation happened is so horrible, because Keke revealed that Darius has been laying hands on her throughout their relationship. The sad part about this is that Keke actually tried her stylish to make the relationship work for the sake of their baby. And indeed, if she wanted to leave him, she could not, because she was literally his internee, as he used to manipulate and blackmail to unalive himself if she decided to break up. Anyways, Keke was granted a restraining order against Darius last Thursday, and she submitted visual substantiation that he physically manhandled her on multiple occasions during their relationship. Now, they originally broke up after the whole Usher thing, and actually the way he replied that time was clear that commodity was out. At first, we could not figure out what was wrong, and we kind of assumed that it was because he came off as being homosexual. People were talking about how he was with her because of her plutocrat, especially because he did not feel to have a steady course of income. He decided to smirch Keke intimately and called her out for being a bad mama because Keke had attended a musicale by Usher, and Darius did not like the fact that Usher was discanting Keke. His covetousness did not make sense because Usher is known for discanting his suckers like that at nearly every single musicale, but rather than address his passions in a grown-up manner with Keke in private, he decided to come out and smirch her on social media. Again, this is a clear sign of a crazy egocentric. He quoted the videotape of her and Usher and reflected, "It's the outfit, however, you will mama." Like that was not bad enough. He went on to call her a 304, saying, "We live in a generation where a man of the family does not want the woman, and mama to his kiddies to show booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how important of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have norms and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." Darius got a lot of hate for that because there was no reason for him to be dragging Keke in public like that. It came off as him being veritably controlling. The sad part about this is that he knew how important Keke abominated bringing her particular life to social media.
Whatever that we going through, we talking about that in the closet. Like, we ain't nobody, like, it's on some, like, he's got a twin brother. Like, I'm not discussing that.
Anyways, they broke up after the incident, and at the same time, he was also exposed for cheating by an Instagram baddie who posted a screenshot of Darius in her DMs offering to fly her out and identified it, "Not Keke baby daddy in my DMs." We allowed that they had eventually broken up, and people were relieved because it was a muddled up situation that Keke demanded to get out of. I mean, she went from being a media darling with zero dishonors to being clowned on social media, because her messy baby daddy could not stop acting out on social media. Darius also verified the bifurcation because sources near to him told People magazine that he has moved on and just wants to concentrate on his acting career and put the drama behind him. And as for how he's going to co-parent with Keke, this is what he said. "You do not have to be in the same menage to be good parents. But like I said, Keke was determined to make effects work because they had a son together, and she wanted to give their baby a steady family life. So she ended up taking Darius back, and she indeed spent her birthday with him. They indeed went live on Instagram together to show that he and Keke were spending her birthday together. We did not hear from them after that, so we kind of just assumed that they had managed to patch effects up, and we are in a better place, but turns out that effects were indeed worse than what we allowed, because Keke just exposed Darius for DV, and to Letty all know how bad it's she indeed." The court documents attained show that the most recent incident happened on November 5th, when Darius, and I quote, transgressed in Keke's home without her knowledge or concurrence, and hovered her before submersing her neck, striking her, throwing her over the settee, and stealing her phone. But it gets worse because this isn't just one incident. As per the documents, Keke went on to purport that there have been numerous cases of DV with Jackson that include destroying my particular property, including journals and tradition eyeglasses, throwing my things into the road, throwing my auto keys to help me from driving down, hitting me in front of our son, spewing obscenities about me to our son. And this man indeed blackmailed Keke, saying he'd unalive himself if she decided to break up with him. Keke also revealed that they had broken up for good in October, but he did not stop because he continued to put his hands on her. And some stills from the footage blurted on social media, and it's really baddie all. Keke also filed for full guardianship of their son Leo, and for some reason Darius posted a picture of their son and said, "I love you son, see you soon." People allowed. This was creepy and kind of hanging because Keke had filed a restraining order, and he was out then intimating that he has no intention to observe the order. But this story gets crazier, because it turns out that his family knew all about this and they tried to cover up for him. So they knew that Keke was about to file against him, and Darius's family had been making tweets against Keke to paint her as the villain. He twittered, "The most disgusting, vile, vituperative, manipulative person I've ever encountered in my entire life. This is nearly everyone all will see, just shoot positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of commodity like this doesn't earn it at all. Wow, so infernal sad." The fact that Darius retweeted the post lets us know for sure that Serenus was talking about Keke. But Keke's mama wasn't about to let them spread a false narrative about her baby, and she incontinently went live on Instagram to check Serenus and set the record straight. She claimed that Serenus and the rest of the family knew about Darius's guest because she had tete-a-tete spoken to the Jackson family about it.
For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posting when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What?
That is just so muddled up in so numerous ways, and it's clear why Darius is the way he is. He comes from a family of enablers who make defenses for his actions because they see it as normal. It's just crazy how he had the audacity to come on then acting like Keke is a problem when he knew that his family was putting hands on her. Well, Sarunas did not know that Keke actually had substantiation, and the moment he set up out, he deleted all his tweets. It's just sad because notoriety should have stepped up to cover Keke from Darius and his insane family, and I am just glad that her mama has her reverse. Well, suckers had all the bank for Darius and his deranged family, and they left commentary saying, Sarunas dismissing his family's guest. Telling Keke's mama he used to be like that when he was youngish is a high illustration of why numerous men refuse to condemn me. Keke's mama is always moping in the background, letting her son run the show. She no way really speaks. So for her to do this, Darius, you'll rot, and you Sarunas. Anyways, drop your studies in the commentary below. Also check out this coming videotape.